Hello, Stitchers. It is Jules. Time for another stitch along, or stitch with me, or I can never remember what it's supposed to be. But we're doing the Dachshund today, and I wanted to make some good progress on this particular piece this week. I have not been able to jump into the colored, well, we got all the purple and whatnot, and all the purple that goes down here, but this multicolored, beautiful mess of everything, excuse me, I had not been able to get into yet. So I thought today would be a great opportunity to start doing that. And so we're just gonna see how much we can get done this morning. I have had to kind of change up my my storage or how I manage my floss on this project, because let me show you real quick. I know we've talked about this before, but in case you're new, I got this project from Gecko Rouge, and it comes like this. And so it's great for organizing. I mean, really, really great. No questions about what the color is or anything else like that. Although I don't know what the DMC conversion is. Maybe that's in the packet somewhere, but I haven't looked for that. But it's just kind of unmanageable to kind of take, you know, a section, say, of this off, and then if I have, you know, so much floss left over from what I've cut off, and put it back through there, hang it up, and make sure that it'll stay. And everything just kind of gets tangled with this, at least for me, because I'm not always the most organized. So I have gone to back to one of my original things that I've done, and just using little packets. And so far, let me see, I need to get a more permanent marker, because you can barely even like see the highlighted, you know, writing on it. So I need to get a little bit better with that. But oh man, have I already discovered a problem? Oh, I have already discovered a problem. Gosh, guys, I'm telling you, I'm like cursed with this. Not cursed. I'm not cursed with this. No such thing. No such thing. I did start wrong, though. So we're just going to frog it and talk. Ribbit. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, nice and foggy here in Colorado. And it is, I don't know what the temperature is supposed to be today. I really don't. I hope it's going to be a little cooler. I'm hoping for a relaxing weekend after a very exhausting week of work. Actually, not just week, but like week and a half. And I got a lot of stitching planned, but I have to go to work this morning still, so, but I don't leave for quite a while. So I got a little bit of time. I got up super duper early. It's kind of ridiculous how super duper early. It was like 5:30. But my husband also could not sleep last night, or this morning, so he was up actually before I was. I lost the needle. Where am I? What's going on? Okay, let's get this going. I'm leaving little bits of floss on this material. Got to cover it up so it looks better. Okay. Much better here, much better. Oh, man. But I'm looking forward to getting back into a stitchy routine here. Stitching is my relaxation. You could probably tell I was kind of tired when I did the video the other day. I was definitely, I needed to get it done, but I was very tired. Because I also had to go to work the next day. And so normally I get my Thursdays off. And I can relax and kind of recharge, but didn't get that shot. Tomorrow will be that shot. There we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Making progress. I just really want to start seeing this dachshund creature start popping out, you know? I've been talking about it for forever. Here, let's bring this in a little closer. Let's see, can we focus a little better? I don't know. It just looks like a big fuzz because it's so dark you can't really see the... This is like a navy blue. Very dark navy blue. Probably like a 939 or something like that. Just can't really see it too well. Boop, boop-a-doop-a-doo, boop-a-doop-a-doo-doop-a-doo. Snag, snag. We got a snag. There we go. Where am I? Where am I and what am I doing? Okay. Alright, we're just going to make this easier on ourselves. We're going to go straight down the grid. Doopy-doopy-doopy-doo-doo. Ooh, get in there. Get in there. Oh. What is that? Might be a little damaged piece of the fabric. That's okay. I'll cover it right up. I'll bandage it with some floss. It'll be okay. There we go. I discovered a new meme this week that makes me laugh. I'm trying to see if I don't have my super magnifiers out here, but I'm trying to just see if I'm putting this in the right spot here. Yeah, pretty sure I am. If not, I'll fix it. Oh, boy, that is kind of damaged right there, isn't it? I wonder why. I wonder what happened to the Dachshund. Poor Dachshund. It's been neglected. I'll come back and fix that when I do that next row. I think I'll be able to cover that up. Ooh. It's just right now, it looks like I did a bad job with that X. I'm trying. So let's see, what have I worked on? I haven't worked on a lot this week so far because I haven't had much of a chance. With just work the way that it is, and sometimes when I'm too tired when I come home, I'm just like, I can't possibly cross stitch. Oh, I did find last night I found the second page on E Pluribus Unum, and it's not even a full page, it's very much a partial page, so hoping that I can pull that out and kind of work on it a bit. I've also worked on some roundy row, of course, progressing to the end of that. I think maybe when I finish roundy row, I might do some sort of roundy row special. Pull out my other finishes that I have and figure those out. Not figure those out, but show those again and talk a bit more about the stuff. That would be cool. The stuff. Bink. Bink, bink. I never stitch this early, and I certainly never do one of the videos this early, but it just seemed right today. It just seemed like a good time to do it, get it done, get her done, and get everything up and going. Although, probably won't have a chance to finish uploading the video. I don't think so. But maybe I can do it right when I come home from work. That would be good. I should have brought the magnifiers up. Oh, well. It'll be alright. It'll be easier once I switch colors. If I switch colors. Whoa. I think Mama Papa Snail has passed. The snail that laid all the eggs that then turned into everything else. I think it's passed. It's kind of floated to the top of the aquarium, and I think that means its life cycle is over. It'll be like the second or third mystery snail that's done that for me. They last about a year, at least you know, I don't know how old they were when they got to my place, but that's about as long as I've had that one. And all right, let's see how much we can fix this up here. But I mean, it sure did a good job of passing on its stuff. I mean, there's like a good 30 baby snails in that tank if you saw that the end of that last video. And they are not multiplying. See, look at that. See, I was able to kind of go back over that piece of tiny little thread and fix that. So, woohoo! Hooray! All right, let's see. Then I've got to get right here and do a couple here. But anyway, so he leaves a beautiful shell, which I will add to my shell collection of my dead snails. So we've been trying some different things with some of the dogs this week. We have elevated Zuzu to the post of watcher in the day shift. So instead of being in her kennel, okay, hold on, I gotta highlight while we're talking. Instead of just being in her kennel all day, she is, or not all day, but for most of the day, she gets to stay out and help man the doors, so to speak. Protect and defend. Not that she would, she's a golden retriever, right? She does have pretty strong bark when she wants to have one. But we're hoping that the additional responsibility will give her a little maturity, make her think a little bit more, maybe tire her out a little bit more. So Bailey's not too happy about it, but she still gets to be out at night. But last night was the first night that we had Zuzu stay out as well. And I think it went okay. I don't think there were any real issues, but that's not quite as good as I won't. There we go. And so hopefully that just continues to grow, and she continues to grow emotionally and mentally. That's the goal. Jellybelly is still just a nervous wreck, and I cannot figure out what it is. It is, it's literally like she has regressed, like so much. But that regression has fixated on me. So when she gets in these moods where she just is shaking like bacon, all she wants is just to come up and just sit in my lap or be right next to me, have me pay attention to her, which is a little stressful on me because it's just a constant, she's constantly asking. So I can put her in my lap and give her a hug for 15-20 minutes, and that works for about 2 minutes, and then she's wanting back. Still can't quite figure out what has changed to make her, you know, what's in the environment, you know, that has changed her. So, not really sure. Something's changed. I just got to figure that out. Doobly-doobly-doo. Tie this part off. Let's move on to some color, shall we? Let's do some color. And my skizzers. They're my skizzers. Okay. Ooh. Why do I have this on me? Is this the same color as that? Oh, okay. It's interesting. This is... Let's see, I can go highlight a little bit more. Hold on. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. Not really. They're not technical difficulties. We'll just do a few more things here so we can get this thing out of the way. Or move, I should say, move this further away. I just gotta get it in the old needle. There we go, there we go, there we go. Ooh, look at the bright picture. Bright yellow-ish thing. Bright yellowish thing. And there's that. And then there's this. And then there's, let's see. Alright, I'm not gonna get in there. I'm not gonna do this particular square yet. I'm just gonna reinforce it when I come down that is what I need to do. Okay. I'm gonna switch over to this particular color. Nope. Tell you what, let's be a good little cross stitcher. Put this back where it's supposed to be. It's a lot of that color. It's a lot. That's a big reason why I went to these little baggies, because that's a lot of color. A lot of color. Okay. Let's see, what was, oh, I've also been working on some Rainy Waterloo plays. I should post that on the blog. So I made some good progress on that last night. I was watching this video. You guys ever watch videos of people when they attempt to eat like hot peppers? You know, like they escalate. They start off kind of mild and then they move up, and the things that they say and do once they get past a certain point, it's funny. It's just funny. I was laughing my head off last night at these guys. It was so funny. Oh, speaking of which, so this meme that I saw finally. Apparently it's been around for a while, but I finally saw it. The kid with the wasabi sauce. Have you seen that? It's adorable. Well, it's adorable until the kid actually gets the wasabi. So it's like I don't know, kid's probably like 2 or something, maybe 3. And let's see, hold on. Let me make sure I get this started correctly, because if I don't get it started correctly, it's just gonna go crazy. All right, so get that, this, and this. Okay, here we go. So anyway, so I guess they're videoing the kid, and the kid keeps asking for wasabi. And mom's like, you don't want wasabi. Wasabi does not taste good. And the kid's like, wasabi. And she's like, no. And finally she's like, all right, do you want some wasabi? And the kid's like, no, which is funny. It's so kid-like. I just got a piece of... Husband's playing some awesome music downstairs. Sounds like it's the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. If you to think that maybe I'll live, cry for 100 years. Anyway, so, did I get that? No, I didn't. Man, what is my problem with this? It's messy, isn't it? You know what? Can I just trim it? I'll just trim it. Because I don't even know what that is. Because I'm just going to keep pulling it in. And I'll just, you know, like I did with the other thing, if it's visible, I'll just tuck it in with the next, tuck it in the next X there. But anyway, so kids like, you know, wasabi. Parents like, all right, do you want wasabi? Kids like, no. So then they're like, all right, well, that's a good thing. And then the kids like, wasabi. So they're like, all right. All kinds of craziness. So then the kids finally like, wasabi again. And so, I mean, this kid's just, I don't know if this kid's bright or not, but anyway, so then, so they hold out like a little dab of it on a spoon or something. And so they're like, do you want to taste it? So the kid leans over and just like touches her lips to the wasabi. And then you see her kind of just rubbing her lips together a little bit. And she's, they kind of like, well, you know, are you okay? Like, what's, they just wait for her to say something. And after about 10 seconds, there's just this tiny little, help. It's cute. I hope the kid's okay. I'm sure the kid's okay, but I mean, parents should know a little bit better than to do that. But it's still kind of funny to me. I got that more blue in this, didn't I? There's just a lot of little strands of blue that just want to... There we go. There we go. Now we're getting... This is going to be like a psychedelic cross stitch, man. And easily the most vibrant colors. There it is again! Where's that little blue? That little blue thing. It keeps popping into my yellow thing. It's just trying to be... It's trying to be ornery, is what it's trying to be. Oh, man. All right, I'm just going to keep going for now. And I can try and fix this later, because that might help me get there a little bit. Get there. I got to get there. Psychedelic. I was looking at the... Do you guys remember the other Gecko Rouge that I have? That is the... like the skeleton bride and groom. Man, I was looking at that the other day and I was like, oh, that's going to be so fun to do when I get to that. Wow, look at that. I got more of that. I'm being really messy today. Messy cross stitch, people. Messy cross stitch. All right, did I get that out? Good. Whew. At least you can see the color now, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I've got to highlight. There's a lot of color changes in this little bit, so there's a lot of highlighting that's going on. Whoa, did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Whew. That would have been disappointing if I had to start all over again with that one. Very uncool, man. Very uncool. Oh, let's stretch for a minute. Let me show you this while we're sitting here. Let me show you this puzzle that I got. I think I got it in Estes Park at this puzzle store like a year ago. And I need to do it because it's awesome. It's like all these old movie posters. And so, which I haven't even watched all of them. You know, I never saw South Pacific. Well, I think I saw part of it, but I didn't finish it. Didn't see that one. Didn't see that one. No. You know, I still haven't seen Olive Breakfast at Tiffany's. I don't even know what that one is. No, no, of course, Casablanca. Never saw The Star with Betty Davis. Not a big fan of Betty Davis. Really not. Letters from... Nope. Saw Roman Holiday. That was alright. I really like Gregory Peck. I don't know what that one is. No. Oh, It Happened One Night. Actually, I like that one a lot. That's supposed to be Clark Gable and Claudia Colbert. That's supposed to be like the original romantic comedy. Like, it created the formula that all romantic comedies follow going forward. They all have the basic plot, and the ups and downs of the plot are all the same. And it started here. Did not see Scarlet Letter. Look at it. They put 2 It Happened One Nights there. Huh, interesting. No. Of course, White Christmas. No. No to Remember the Night. No. Gosh, you'd think I hadn't seen... No. Oh, that's a young Spencer Tracy, too. Wow. No. Holy cow. Have I just not seen a lot of... I thought I'd saw a lot of old movies, but apparently I have not these. No. Not a big Marilyn Monroe fan. She's not a very good actress, in my opinion. Of course, Casablanca. To Catch a Thief, absolutely. Hitchcock, awesome. What is this one? This one? No. Yes. And then another North by Northwest, another Hitchcock, which is funny because a lot of these look like they're from like the 30s and whatnot, and then that's definitely a 60s film. But there is that. All right. Sorry for that brief interlude. All right, let's get back to the stitch. I'm going to do this right here. Hi, honey. Bringing in canned cat food for the cat. Nom, 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 nom. Hi, honey. Now, let's see here. This, and then this, and then this. Oh yeah, because I stitch in Mercury's room, the cat's room. So we need to turn this into sort of a crafting room at some point. I'm gonna redo everything. I'm taking up the table right now. My husband has a bunch of puzzles, or not a bunch, but he has some puzzles he wants to do. We've got him some different Star Wars ones, and we want to put together and put up on the wall or something. And but he can't do it because I've absconded with his table. I have all my filming cross-stitch stuff up here that I just kind of leave between videos, and he's been very kind and very patient with me. But we just need to get this organized so we have something different. So I might move like my filming thing like into the corner of the room a little bit more or something, but it'll be better overall. I wouldn't mind having like a comfortable stitching area up here because, again, sometimes with the dogs, Billy Joel, Piano Man. Sing us a song, you piano man. Well, that's pretty great song. So, husband's definitely in a cleaning mood this morning, which is awesome. We rotate who cleans. We don't really rotate. It's just literally like who feels like doing it and jumps in, and we just go back and forth. Getting a lot of color in this piece. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. I really like old movies, and I have seen quite a lot. It was just a lot of those were just sort of like, huh. I hadn't even heard of a lot of them, like back in the day. I guess I could say that I'm more of a, like, if it's made some sort of, hey, greatest movies list, or if it stars an actor or actress that I really like, then I'll have seen it, but otherwise. Oh, you know what? And probably part of that is also that there isn't any kind of copyright, or, I don't know, it may be that those are too old to, like, do that, but that may be part of why the movies are mostly, like, ones you have never heard of, or at least I've never heard of, because that way, they can't get in trouble. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. alone. Oh man. So we got the CrossFit Games are coming up. And I have gotten to a point where I am very entertained by how hard these people work and the physical stresses they put themselves under. It's definitely something that I would have done like 20 years ago. I don't think that my body is capable of doing doing what they do, or even close to what they do now. Not even close. I mean, let's just say beginner level. I have worn the body out. But I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it starts on Wednesday, runs through next Sunday. And then, so it's definitely still a something to watch sports-wise until we start to get a little bit more football going here. We'll get some football going, and then we'll get some hockey going, and then we'll be right back into sports season. We've had a couple months off now. It's been a couple months. When was that? No, it's like maybe 6 weeks, because hockey's so long that thankfully that I can. Hold on, I'm just. Get down on it. Get in there. Hole. All right, now did I do that right? Let's see, it's 3 from this end, and if that's 3 over and that's down here, yep, I think I did get that right. Here we go. There we go. I kind of got in this way. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's get this out of the way here a little bit. We've been playing a lot of oldies in this household as of late, which is awesome. Why do I have like why do they go with two separate ways here? What is going on? What is this craziness? I'll have to figure that out in a minute here. A lot of 50s and 60s, some 70s. It's pretty fun. Good music, though, you know? We were just talking about how, like, do you guys know of anybody that does that style music anymore? Because why wouldn't you have somebody try to make a comeback, or not a comeback, but just try to make stuff that has that style of song? You know, why not? I mean, there's room enough for 5 gazillion styles all over the world, and there's probably somebody out there that does stuff like this, but haven't found them as of yet. Haven't really looked for them either, to be perfectly honest, but all right, let's highlight, and then we're going to figure out what we did here, because, okay, I'm going to say, I'm sorry to blame you guys, it's totally my fault, what I did here in this craziness. All right, so clearly I did not, here, is it going to get this? It's kind of tied up in this other yellow thing here. Now, it's not the end of the world if I don't get this to come back through. I don't want to damage things, but I think I have succeeded in creating a situation here. Since that's already cinched down, that doesn't want to go through, and I don't want to break anything. So here's what we're going to do. So you can see how, obviously, I've intertwined this one thread, or this one floss here, piece of floss, down here, that I stitched in somehow to this area. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these two back together and attempt to see what I can get done with it. Now, clearly by the end of it, I'm going to have, if I pull these things like together here and I'll have one thread that's a little longer than the other. That's not going to make a difference as long as the stitches lay flat and look good, right? So it's not a big deal. Not a big deal, in my opinion. As we know, I am not a perfectionist. Because if I was, I would never get anything done. Ever. Here we go. All right. Ah, get in there. There we go. Pull that up a little bit. There we go. Here we go. All right, rock and roll. And then I can put a stitch down here. I have a hard time seeing sometimes where the holes are supposed to be. Part of that's just the background that I'm using and the lighting that I have. Well, it's good for you guys watching me stitch. It's not always the best for me to actually stitch. All right, we're gonna tie this one off before there are any kind of issues. Boink. Look at that. I think it's an ear. I think it's part of an ear. Wait, let's get in here and let's highlight a little bit. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do a bit more color. Because I could go back and finish this down here, but that's going to be better to do, I think, off camera. Because y'all are going to be like, this is ridiculous. This looks like black night. I cannot see. Black night that I cannot see. Here we go. Bink, 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 bink. That was that. Spaceballs, I think. Come here, you. Let's put this in the bag. Let's get it in the bag. Oh, I can show you my. This was my original thing that I used for filming. I would, grasp onto something and have it be above me and be shooting. But my problem has been, oh, that actually feels a lot better. This was getting really loose, but I think I just tightened it up. It might be a bit usable now. That's funny. Look, I fixed it, guys. But it's a little weak, and the phone I have now is definitely heavier than the old phone, so this has kind of loosened up a bit. So I just actually, what I got this time is just a heavier duty version of this. This is about, this stand is probably like about 4 inches, and then the other ones are like that long, and they're like twice as thick, so they're stronger, which makes total sense. Well, it needs to make total sense, but anyway, so well, cat's got to use the litter box while I'm here. He just, he's a social cat in that way. Okay, let's put in some more color. I like it color. There we go. Excellent. Gosh, I love cross-stitching so much. Creating something, putting stuff together and just creating it. It's so cool. Meow. Meow, meow. Oh, dogs are like, is that a cat? Even though they've been living with the cat for a couple years now. There Barking dogs. Don't bark, it's only like 7:30 in the morning. Pretty pleased with making some progress on this piece. I really am pleased about this. Because it looks like, I'm going to finish Ronnie Rowe very soon. And then E Pluribus Unum will definitely be the next one to get finished. Dog's Drool, as soon as I find that piece of floss, or we stop or I buy, or whatever I get, I still haven't found it. It's like, it just disappeared with, and it's possible that it might have had to be thrown out with some of the other things, and I just didn't look closely at what I threw out. But I need to get that done, because I want to see what it looks like done. Boop, 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 boop. 3 here. Awesome. Psychedelic, man. There we go. So pretty. Just so pretty. 2, 3. Get in there. There we go. Here we go. And this is definitely a project in which gridding is so helpful. Because without gridding, basically you have to start up here and then work your way down. And I mean, you can't really, you can't move ahead, like this. And it just slows you down. I mean, I'm just so happy that I started gridding when I did. Considering that I went years without gridding before. I would have gotten done so much faster if I had done it. But, oh well, live and learn. It's okay. Now we're making good progress. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then here. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, doggy. Don't, you went a little too, bridge too far, stitch too far. Nope, okay. Okay, caught myself just in time. I just was stitching my merrily self and just not paying attention. Hold on, I'm just looking. I'm just looking. 1, 2. Okay, hold on. That. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm right down. Am I in the right spot? Yes. There's definitely a broken fabric down here, so I just got to be careful, or this project might explode. Okay, right through here. There we go. Perfection. Yay! Okay. Gotcha. Got something in my eyeball. Besides my eyeball, which probably shouldn't be there. A little bit of sody. A little bit of Diet Dr. Pepper first thing in the morning. Helps me wake up. Okay. I'm not going to go any further than, well, I don't want to waste floss. Alright, tell you what, we're going to skip and jump right over to this side here. Trying not to go too far down, but go back over. Come on, Jules, you're better than this. You're better than this, man. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. So we're just going to hop over. See, again, gridding is so important. So important. So, we are fingers crossed right now about the beehives. They went through a pretty bad storm this week. We've had a lot of rain, which has been awesome. But the storms have been pretty violent, and where the bees are on this ranch down south, they had a very, very bad hailstorm the other day. In fact, so bad that the hailstorm actually killed 180 chickens, which is just incomprehensible, to be perfectly honest. I can't even imagine how horrible a loss that is. And not too far away from that, I know somebody who lives around that area. And they lost it must have had like a tornado or something, because their barn got knocked down. I mean, pieces of it are all over the place. They had big pieces of equipment like picked up and tossed like far distances, and their trampoline is MIA. They have no idea where it's at, and it has definitely sort of literally flown the coop. No pun intended. All right, here's where I want to stop this color. So, and we're glad to get the rain, and we've been looking forward to it, because with the rain eventually will come the flowers, and with the flowers comes honey. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Take my beautiful thing off the wall and show you guys. So, hold on. Let's do it here, side by side. So, we've got this. So yeah, so this is the ear that's going in, and then that is that little dark spot. So there's only a little bit of dark there, and then we're going to get into some blue. But this is page, and then it's supposed to come down to about right here. So it looks like, for the most part, the ear will be filled in on this one page. So a lot of these colors coming up. This is going to be gorgeous to do. I think I'm going to go straight down, though, first, so I can get these little paws, because the little paws are so cute, too. And we'll get that going. But look at all that purple I got to do at some point. That's a lot of purple. A lot of purple. All right. I think that's going to be it for today, dudettes and dudes. I'll have to put that up and fix my wall here. But... so yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot of stitching for the time that it took, and I mean, in reality, it's not, because I do slow down a bit when I'm doing this, and I'm not using the right glasses today. I should have used my magnifiers. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'm going to put a link to it down below. But they are the ones that I use when I'm dealing with tiny stitches. And this is just an 18 count, 8 of fabric. And it's not that tiny, but I'm so used to doing 14 count now that when I come to 18, I kind of need a little help seeing stuff sometimes. So, but hope you guys got some stitching done while you were listening / watching. And stretch. Hope you have a great weekend, great rest of the week. And I'll see you next week with an update with some, hopefully some really good progress on a lot of things. And we'll just take it from there. So take care, guys. Have a good one.